What's up, Planeswalkers? There's6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena, and today, hopping back into zombies, specifically mono black. I think of my builds, mono black though is the best, probably followed by blue black, which really saddens me. Going against Uglar, it really saddens me because I like white black. I like to think that white black is, you know, good, but sadly I think it's just too weak in this meta right now. Yeah, sure, good hand. Alright, we're going first. Seems good. Now, I did say that I was going to make a bunch of kind of meme zombie builds, red, black, and green, black, and I've decided not to do that because it's not good. My opponent on a second mulligan here, that's pretty bad for them. Let's hope we can still get in a good game. I'm not a big fan of fighting mulliganed opponents. If you win, it feels like you didn't really earn it. And if you lose, well, that's just sad. Yeah, I tried to build green, black, and red, black, and neither of them were good. So I do like actively try to keep my decks decent. Here I think I'm going to play this tapped because I would like to make sure I can play one of my 3-drops on turn 3. This does mean my Khenra Eternal is not going to be as great. And because I do have Lord of the Accursed on 3, I don't need to just throw this away. So no reason to attack. My opponent mulled, so I'm already in like a pretty decent spot. I don't need to throw away the advantage that I have. Ooh, they don't have another land. Yeah, that's incredibly unfortunate for my opponent. But Keslavai. Card, stop sticking to my cursor. And now if they wanna double block, I'm fine with that. Especially since I'm low-ish on cards. Alright, they did get a second. It's white, black tokens, I assume. I can't blame my opponent at all. They did have a double mulligan, and I had a good hand, so. It's unfortunate, but in 2 minutes, so hopefully we'll be able to get in at least 2 more games. I just finished watching the Bethesda E3 announcement. I don't know if I should even say this person's username. Because that was like a whole thing, right? With like actual dead people in Ireland. Alright, anyway. Sure, this is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. I just finished watching the Bethesda E3 announcement, and I, like, generally don't care much about E3. One of the viewers asked what I was excited about, and I totally forgot it was a thing. But I watched it, and I was pretty excited. I play Elder Scrolls Online, as well as Elder Scrolls Legends, but don't tell Wizards of the Coast that. It's 100% Magic the Gathering, I promise. I really like those games. I've played, you know, the plebeian games, you know, Fallout 3, New Vegas. I didn't play 4, because I didn't have a console for 4. I might end up playing once I get a new computer, but not guaranteed because I've heard it's a good game, just not a great Fallout game. So, I'm not sure about that. I've played Oblivion and Skyrim. I like Oblivion better, but that's fine. Opponent also on white-black. Very interesting. Go ahead and attack here. Play a Dread Wanderer. Next turn, play a Lord. Turn after that, play a Lord. Kill something with Never. Probably cast Return if I don't have a 5th land by then. And then, as soon as I get a 5th land, play Liliana. Yeah, it seems good. Something that I learned relatively early on in my Magic career, I'll continue to talk about E3 in a second. Something I learned early on in my Magic career is you want to look at your opening hand, and you want to picture a scenario in which you can win with essentially that hand plus like 2 middling cards from your deck, right? Because in some matchups, that's all you're going to be guaranteed to see. And I think that's a pretty decent way of evaluating what cards, or what hands to keep and which ones to mulligan away. Back to E3. So, you know, in general, I don't care about the press faff. Like, they started off with, like, a song by, what was it, Andrew WK or something like that. And it's like, I don't care. To be fair, I'm, like, super pragmatic. And, like, I'm not a big fan of tradition or ceremony or anything like that. So, I'm the type of person who's like, alright, just give me... Well, that's not a card that I want to see at all. I can't even kill that with Never. Crap. Okay. So this is not great. I can't really easily attack into them. So I'm hoping they're foolish and attack into me so that I can attack for more damage by playing Lord next turn. This is trash. I would have loved if they were just like, we're going to talk about this game. Show a trailer. This game. Show a trailer. This game. Show a trailer. And just like be done in like half an hour. But, you know, it's fine. It's whatever. It's their conference. People like it. Whatever. But I was interested in Fallout 76 because it seems to be... They didn't say the word MMO, but it seems to be a Fallout MMO. And I play Elder Scrolls Online, and I love that game. I think more people should play it because it's a fantastic game. The lack of them saying it's an MMO disturbed me a little. Also, I hate you, opponent. How dare you cast spells to remove my spells? I'm just incensed by this. Why didn't you attack, though? Why do you have to be mean? I can't kill it. I mean, I'm going to cast another one. And I'll pass the turn. Alright. Them like not saying that it was a no. Like, I guess it can be an MMO because they said something about like only having like 16 real humans on a server or something. Because like it's a wasteland game, so obviously like having an MMO where you're just like you see hundreds of people walking around, like that would be really immersion breaking because like it's supposed to be this nuclear apocalypse. Attack me! I hate you. All right, well I mean play a camel. I mean, I play a camel, I activate Lord, and I attack for 6. And then they probably seal away my Lord, which would be incredibly rude. I mean, they're sealing away right now. I hate you. So much. I'm still attacking you, you trash person. They still have Menace for now. Darn it. So I guess technically they by definition couldn't call it an MMO because one of those M stands for massively. So maybe it's just an MO. It's an RPG. Well, I can kill it with Never. So that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. My opponent is playing a really weird deck. Apparently it's a knight deck that doesn't have very many knights. Ooh, this is good though, because I can start theoretically killing this monster with my Ifnir. That is good. That is very good. But for now, you must die. You're running low on cards, my friend. I mean, I guess I could attack with my Wretched Camel. Because if they block, they lose a card. I guess. Because I don't care if they hit me. Because it doesn't have... like, oh, it has Vigilance. So it'll probably attack me anyway. I'm still fine with it. Yeah, that's fine. I got him for 2 damage. Shame. This is like the one deck that, like, obviously, I hate you so much. Obviously, like, this deck can do poorly against other things, but it just doesn't do great against the Knights deck because it has specifically this card. None of my removal hits it, so I have to deal with it with creatures, and my creatures tend to be smaller. So that is unfortunate. Do I play Liliana here? I mean, I think maybe I just play Liliana and try and accrue value with her. Yeah, I mean, I have like blocks for a while, so I think I do just Liliana.
The dead are loyal.
Her ability was on the right side this time. Dang, I would have had my third Liliana. That's crazy. Losing Liliana's Master is kind of lame, but you know, stupid chuggy game. Anyway, some other games I was interested in. They announced Elder Scrolls Blades, which is cool. By the way, if you haven't watched the press release, totally check out the VOD and just skip through parts that you don't care about. No, why? I hate you so much. If you attack, I'm blocking with my camel. If you attack with Banalish Marshal, I'm killing it. 100%. So there's a chump. I will throw all of these under the bus. Every single one. Doesn't have first strike, right? No. Could have a combat trick in hand. Very possible. Does my opponent have a combat trick? I wait with bated breath. Anyway, as I wait for my opponent, it's like a cool, like, mobile game that they're going to put on a bunch of different platforms. It's free, so it might be fun, like, kind of pseudo waste of time. Target you. What do you hide in? Cool. This isn't a card I necessarily cared too much about, but alright. This is a pretty easy plus from Liliana. Don't know why that's over there.
Nothing is more loyal than the dead.
So I can either cast Khenra Eternal and return, or I can activate Ifnir. I think it's better for me to cast Khenra Eternal and return. Because next turn I'm like guaranteed to just wipe their board. And I have a Liliana in reserve, so I'm fine with like not waiting. So I think I'm in a decent position. Oh right, I get to exile something. Bye, Lyra. So I think I'm actually in a decent position. And if they attack with all three again, or both again, I can theoretically just double block Banalish. That's less fortunate. Darn. Well, no. I still want to double block because I want them to use this. Oh no! If they're smart, they're going to choose Knight of Grace here. Just trying to see what my opponent's playing. Oh, they also announced Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, it's fine. That's not for a little while. Oh, and like another thing that looks like a space game. Cool. I mean, not to sound dismissive. I was just trying to focus on the game. I mean, that's cool. I'm for that. I need a better computer since I don't plan on getting a console again anytime soon. But those aren't going to be for a while. So back to the task at hand of. Did you link anyone? Oh yeah, I didn't say that. Chosen Banalish Marshal didn't attack. Okay, so that's fine. So Banalish Marshal is going to live. But I'm fine with that. I'm going to Ifnir you, fam. So you sack, but now Marshall gets to live. Which I'm pretty sure that was incorrect.
I'll bring you back.
Because they didn't activate it. Why? That's weird. Well, I'm relatively certain that just won me the game. And I'll swing for 6 and put you on a 2-turn clock. Why is this game so poorly optimized again? Yeah, cool, another night. Look at this. My settings are like actually on the lowest they can be. I guess I haven't tried doing a full screen. So that theoretically could help. I have lethal. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. You're dead. Oh no, they have 4 mana for Settle the Wreckage. I might get blown out again. The joke being they have no cards in hand. Oh, I need to say, thank you guys so much for all the support on the videos. As I've said several times, I really do this for one, I'm playing these games anyway. So like, even if people didn't watch, I'd still probably be uploading. But the fact that people are watching, it's a loud sound. Tone the sound down. The fact that people are watching, they're liking the videos, they're subscribing, and most importantly, they're commenting, right? You guys are talking, having a conversation. It's great. It legitimately means a lot to me. I really am glad that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm putting out. It means a ton. I'm gonna cut it right there, so I'm not sounding weird, because I'm not sure I do sincere very well. I'm often known as robotic, unlike my friend Mr. Don't Know. All right, going up against Mr. Don't Know here. Let's see if we're facing another white-black deck. We're going first. Cool. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Easy as ABCs. I really wish Wizards would tell us when the next wipe is going to be. Because as someone who does have people watching his stuff, I would really like... they put a memorial to Folly. That doesn't tell me a ton of what they are doing, but it makes me feel like they have something to do with the graveyard, so I'm not sure I want to Wretched Camel them yet. So I think I would rather just be aggressive and Khenra Eternal and put out like as much damage on the board, agnostic of them having a blocker as possible. That could be incorrect, but regardless, if they play something that I need to never next turn, I will never. If they... Hey, it's another white-black deck! It's the March of White-Black. Okay, I guess it's just a weird... It's a weird vampire deck. Sure. Now I legitimately don't know if I want to... If I even care to Doomfall here. Like... I feel like I just attack with Khenra Eternal. They don't have profitable attacks because I can just block with Festering Mummy. Never is not actually good because obviously they can just pay 4 life to keep it indestructible, and then Never would be a Sulfuric Vortex or something like that. Doomfall, not even to exile because I wouldn't because I have Festering Mummy. Doomfall could get rid of something good in their hand. I don't care until they hit 4, so I will likely be playing Doomfall next turn. So I need to shut up. I will be playing Wretched Camel. I will attack with just Khenra. I should have not cast this first. I should have cast it second, but I'm just going to attack with Khenra. Festering Mummy will potentially keep my opponent at bay. I would love to attack. This laggy game. I want to point out, my internet's fun. There's no way you're... Okay, that was weird. It looked like they were blocking for a second. My internet's fine. I double check constantly when I'm recording. My recording, it's still at the normal frames, but it's just so unoptimized. The arena, it's just, let me turn off things. Let me turn off all of the flashy, like all of this stuff. Like, just make it like a single white shine, right? All of this swirling around, all of those little things eat away at CPU usage. Let me turn it off for when I'm recording. Like, even if it's opt out, let me do it. There's no way you're attacking here. It's like, no way. There was no way. Yeah, I didn't think so. Cool, cool. This turn, as I said, I definitely need to Doomfall them. Sticky cards. Because I don't want them to cast Call to the Feast. The creatures on board, don't actually care that much about. This also gives me a nice insight into their hands. Interesting. Well, I don't really want to be goldenized, but I know my opponent doesn't either. So it's going to be one of these. I think I'm going to get rid of this one, because this one's smaller. It has like an immediate impact, whereas they cast this, I just kill it. So I'll get rid of that. I'm kind of fine if they Doomfall, I think. Because, let's see, active player, non-active player. So, sadly, Festering Mummy would trigger first. Here's the question. What do I attack with, if anything? I think I'm fine attacking with Camel. I think I'm fine attacking with Khenra. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, sure. That was a surprise. Are you going to take 4 to keep that alive? There's no way, right? Like, really? Why? Was that worth it? I mean, maybe. Sure. Like, I know all of the cards in your hand. I guess they could Memorial to Folly. And then, like, the turn after that, play the card that they got back? I guess? Sure. It's fine. To be fair, I'm down on cards. So, I need to top deck a good 5-drop here, or else I'm going to be using Ifnir Deadlands. Or not. I'm not really threatened by this situation here. I'm a little bit more threatened. So here's the thing. I don't know if that will actually kill the Adanto Vanguard. But it will put a -1/-1 counter on it, and if I plan on killing Legion anyway, it'll die next turn. So I'm fine with this block. Especially if they pay 4 life for it. Heh. I don't even care. Because I am probably going to end up killing the Legion Lieutenants. And then Adanto will die anyway, and they took 4 life. And I mean, the fact that I know their hand, right, means I care very little about my life total. I'm not worried too much. Take action. I'm not worried too much. Yeah. I have a bit of time to draw some gas. That isn't exactly gas. But honestly, I think what I want to do is play Dreadwander and Never. I'm going to take a life to do so. But I honestly think that's fine, because it gives me a play next turn. Guarantee, just in case I don't draw anything. And And it also kills 2 of their creatures. And puts their clock back down to slow. Goodbye. Yeah, because they're going to be left with 2 1/1s. I know both the cards in their hand. If they want to use Memorial to Folly, it's going to take 2 turns for them to be able to do anything. Oh, no, because they sacrifice it, so they're not even going to be able to... Like, they could get back Legion Lieutenant and be down a land. Unless they have a land here. Looks like they're casting something for 3. Dub, maybe? Squires. Sure. Oh, no. Hey, I got a Lord. I will play my Lord. They do have just... They do just have cast down for what it's worth. Is that fine, though? I mean, I could just... Deadlands the Dusk Legion Zealot. Maybe it's correct to return here first, and then have Lord out? They have 4... 8, so they would need to play land permanent, which they literally cannot do, so I'm not worried about Golden Demise. So I think I will return here. And I will get rid of something from their graveyard. Let's get rid of this. Now they can't get it back with Folly. Nah. And no attacks. Let's see if my opponent will deign to waste a cast down on one of my creatures. As I would really like them to do, because it just paves the way for Lord to stick. You are not a vampire. Two, 4, 6. Sure. Why did I do that? Why didn't I block there? That was dumb. I should have. That was a free block. I lost a damage. That was actually very bad on my part. Yeah, that was stupid. Another Lord, which is nice. But I am just going to kill Yahenni. Yeah, man, that was a stupid move on my part. Mildly frustrated by it. But you can't let the small mistakes get to you. You can only learn from them. I'll block with the one I can get back. Doesn't have first strike rate. Nope. Their life gain does mean that they're back in an advantageous position. Do ignore any Buddha dupes you hear. I have to plug in my laptop. Hey, there's no Buddha dupes. So Josu Vess. Josu Vess cannot be killed by cast down. Which means it also can't be killed by stupid Golden Demise there. Which means it's the thing that I'm going to cast. Should I have attacked first? It's possible that my opponent is going to use Memorial to Folly, so I'm not actually going to attack here. Because I assume my opponent is going to try and get some sort of gas. Which unfortunately means it's possible I should have gotten rid of Bishop. They chose not to, which I'm a little surprised by. Getting Bishop would have been decent here. Now that they have another one, I can see them wanting to do that. Yeah, they're looking at their grave now. Yeah, I mean, just look at how bad that is. The Phipps drops. Why am I dropping frames? I have no idea why it's doing that. That's very frustrating. So they ended up getting Yahenni. So this is for some reason my frames dropping, and I actually don't know why. Why did it? Ugh. I hate auto tap. So they can play Yahenni and use cast down. So I can't attack. I really wish that I had used the Field of Ruin for Lord. Wow, this is awful. I think I might have figured out why. And I closed the driver. Okay, sure, Yahenni. Thing is, they don't have great attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and they can't Goldenize very well here. Not at all, really. Are they going to give me a chance to block? I have no idea what my opponent's doing. Okay. I mean, I have perfect information. These are pretty easy blocks. He can give Yahenni indestructible. It's when one of my creatures die. Yeah. I mean, that'll only become a 3/3 if he kills Lord. He gets through for no damage. I have another Lord next turn, which I will tap for properly. Sure. Okay. That makes me think you're not going to kill Lord. Oh, no, I guess he wanted to leave one alive. That's fair. Okay, looks like he's casting. Cast down. Sure. Yep, that's fine. I'm still okay. Sure. That accomplished essentially nothing. Okay, so I'm going to cast this first. And then we're going to cast this. And I will attack with my 3/3. Why not Josu? Because I need Josu to block this for a while. That's interesting. I think I did figure out why I was dropping frames, and it's so stupid. There's like a driver that keeps like reinstalling itself every time I restart my computer, and I constantly uninstall it. Sure, that's more sack fodder for Yahini. Oh, he can Goldemise now. Yep, it's reasonable. So Yahini will become a 4/4. Sure. So there's one turn. I can't block Yahini. I can still block the 1/1 though. So I still get to eat a 1/1. I would like to draw in Untapped Source to get Liliana's Mastery. That is great. They gave me just what I needed. So let's see, they have... This costs 3 to activate, right? So it's 4 total mana. So there's nothing they could get that would harm me initially. I think I want to attack with Josu here. Yeah, the reason I want to attack with Josu... Ah, this video's getting long. Apologies for the length of the video, everyone. Check the description below, where you can just skip to the decks you want to see. I need to put my opponent on a clock, essentially. So I'm going to attack with Josu. I'll drop them to 10, and we'll make it so that them attacking me is less good for them. I don't see one card that they can draw that would get rid of all my cards, except for Settle the Wreckage, and I'm not going to attack into that. I promise. So he can absolutely double block here, but then he leaves Yahini vulnerable. And I think that's what my opponent's thinking about. Okay. So my opponent has a top deck here. We'll see what they get. Probably land. So I think that turned out well, despite some hiccups in my play, as well as hiccups in the video quality. I do apologize for the frame dip there, but this stupid program I had to constantly get rid of. And I've like Googled it, and it's like nothing malicious. So like, no, there's that. But I'll buy it back. It's such a shame. I'm keeping track of all of the cards that I need. And I keep opening Dominaria packs because they're the place I need the most cards, and I get like nothing from them. I mean, it's like fine. I don't need it. I kind of needed this for the kicker deck, but it's a common, so like I don't actually care. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the zombies against nothing but white-black, which was very strange, but you know, whatever. Go ahead and tap that like button if you liked it. Add a subscription to your mana pool. Cast a comment in the comment section down below. I really fumbled up my words up there. And until next time, all will be one. Unlike my my speech, which is not one, it's like last place.